The 2015 Mazda CX-5 Tokyo concept. Mazda has been a regular participant at the Tokyo Auto Salon, and it's going to be no different when the 2015 installment of the aftermarket show opens its doors in January. One of the Japanese automaker's offerings at the event is the CX-5 Tokyo concept, a showpiece model created to display what we can only imagine to be future options for the SUV. Actually, showpiece might be a stretch to describe the CX-5 Tokyo concept, largely because the breadth of customization doesn't really cover a whole of real estate. It sports a new black finish and has a new set of admittedly awesome 19-inch, darkened alloy wheels. Other than that, there's not a lot going on as far as the CX-5 Tokyo concept is concerned. Other than the wheels and paint, only the sharpest-eyed observers will notice the upgrades Mazda gave the concept. Click past the jump to read more about the Mazda CX-5 Tokyo concept. Exterior. The concept also does its part in highlighting the updates given to the new CX-5, including the new LED light signatures on the headlights and taillights. The Mazda CX-5 Tokyo concept received very few exterior upgrades, except for the black finish with matching brushed details and the 19-inch, dark gray alloy wheels. It's not much, but it's enough to differentiate the concept from standard CX-5. The concept also does its part in highlighting the updates given to the new CX-5, including the new LED light signatures on the headlights and taillights, and the redesigned fog lamp housings just below the headlights. There's still some value in subdued upgrades like this one, not the least of which is how the CX-5 Tokyo concept appears to imbibe Mazda's Kodo design philosophy a little more than a standard CX-5. 2015 Mazda CX-5. Interior. From what we've gathered, the interior of the CX-5 Tokyo concept was untouched, so don't expect any upgrades to come from that end. On the bright side, the 2015 CX-5 does come with some new interior toys, none more important than the new Connect infotainment system that utilizes a larger screen, making it a lot more user-friendly than its predecessor. Higher quality materials and trim finishes throughout the cabin are also welcome additions for fans of the CX-5. The same goes for the functional items like the new electronic parking brake, lane departure warning, and a radar-based cruise control with auto brake support. Drivetrain. The Mazda CX-5 Tokyo concept will retain its standard engine options. In this case, expect the CX-5 Tokyo concept to carry either a 2.0-liter Sky Active engine or a 2.5-liter Sky Active engine. The former is capable of pumping out 155 horsepower and 150 pound-feet. Power is sent to the two front wheels via a choice between a 6-speed automatic or a 6-speed manual transmission. Meanwhile, the latter gets 184 horsepower and 185 pound-feet of torque, and mates to a 6-speed auto transmission. The transmission is then responsible for sending power to the CX-5's front wheels as standard or all four with the all-wheel drive option. Prices. Mazda isn't likely to release any pricing information on the CX-5 Tokyo concept. But just so you know, the CX-5 is priced from $21,545 for the base sport trim before moving up to $27,290 for the top-of-the-range Grand Touring trim. Competition. Honda CR-V. The Mazda CX-5 belongs in arguably the busiest segment in the market these days. Suffice to say, it has no shortage of competitors. One such rival is the Honda CR-V, which received a facelift of its own in time for a 2016 model year. The new CR-V was given new exterior and interior enhancements, including updated headlamps and taillights, and a revised front grille that makes the SUV look a lot more grown-up than ever before. Sense a pattern with these SUVs? In addition, Honda also gave the CR-V a few nips and tucks on the front and rear fascia to help address the lack of sporty appeal the previous models had. Even the interior received its own set of upgrades, specifically on its dashboard and center stack. Under its hood, the new CR-V is expected to carry the same 2.4-liter, 4-cylinder engine as previous models. This allows the SUV to produce 185 horsepower and 163 pound-feet of torque. This engine mates to a 5-speed automatic transmission. These numbers are almost identical to the output numbers of the CX-5, even though the latter gets a noticeable advantage in price. The base CR-V starts things out at $23,320 and it ranges up to $32,770 for the top-of-the-line touring trim with all-wheel drive. Conclusion: I like the Mazda CX-5, but there's something to be said for teasing us with an awesome concept name and then doing next to nothing to the vehicle. Granted, the purpose of the CX-5 Tokyo concept isn't about turning the SUV into a design wonder, but to showcase some of the options customers can put on their CX-5s to give them an extra splash of flair and personality. But it's still lacking in a lot of ways, none more obvious perhaps than the short supply of modifications Mazda did to the concept. Love it, the wheels look superb. Extra options could be available for actual models if Mazda gives the go-ahead, does its part in highlighting the company's Kodo design philosophy. Leave it, that's it, no interior upgrades, it's not really a concept.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.